We all have something we fall back on. Something we use to escape uncomfortable situations. Something we use to escape boredom. For some of us, that might be mobile games, others, TikTok, or sometimes reading books. Good job, by the way, that's awesome. But the main one I want to talk about today is YouTube. Heck, you're watching it right now. And if you're like me, you hate getting lost in your feed until you realize it's too late. It's already been an hour, the work you plan to do today won't get done. So, I want to show you how avoiding YouTube for 1 week changed my life. And don't get me wrong, there's plenty of great stuff on YouTube that's hilarious, there's good content, some of it's educational. So I want to propose a way that you can watch YouTube with all those benefits without wasting all your precious time.
Why, right? The goals of this particular challenge, like YouTube is something that I spend an hour or more on every day. I woke up this morning, I watched like 15 minutes of YouTube before I got out of bed. I don't want to go to YouTube when I'm bored, when I'm tired, like that kind of stuff. I want to go to other things that will benefit me more, like a hobby or a nap or something like that, like something better for me. So this next week, I am not gonna touch YouTube, not gonna watch it, besides this morning. It's Sunday, October 16th, so next Sunday.
All right, well, it's homework time. Because I was assigned this north versus it's kind of like the life of people in the south. So I don't know. Let's crack down.
It's day 2, 3 o'clock, and for the past 2 hours, I've wanted to watch YouTube. I'm having a snack right now. I want to watch something while I'm snacking. That's a bad habit, I think. So haven't touched YouTube, been away from it, I've been doing homework. I feel like yesterday my productivity really did not increase. It just felt like the time I would have spent watching it was just spent laying around, not really doing anything. So I don't know if that's good or bad. Today generally has been pretty good so far, I think. We'll see how it goes. Day 2, a little difficult, but it's not so bad. Hey, it's end of day 3. My hair is a mess. Today was a school day. It was a relatively good day. I got stuff done, yada, yada, yada. Went and hung out with some friends. But there's this in-between time that really feels like it needs to be filled with something. Today has definitely been harder, and I want to be spending that time doing something good. I haven't really quite... I'm hoping that once I get over the hurdle of hey, I'm gonna stop wanting to do that and find myself, oh, maybe I should work on some art right now. Maybe I should work on a song right now or something. But right now I'm still kind of hooked on that. And so my free time still is kind of filled with I don't know what I should be doing right now. And obviously I'm not watching YouTube 24/7, right? But there's just this in-between time, usually lasting an hour or less between activities that just feels like it needs to be filled with something. We're gonna keep a tab on that. We'll see how it goes.
So that challenge was both a lot easier and a lot harder than I expected. I think the biggest thing I wanted to see was a big decrease in screen time, but given this picture, you'll see it was only a small decrease. However, that was likely filled by time making music on BandLab, using MuseScore on my phone to look at sheet music, or other stuff like that. So I think it resulted in a much better use of my time. The biggest thing I experienced this week was boredom. Not being able to fall back on YouTube when I'm bored or when I want to do something, that was really tough. But I found that after sitting and doing nothing for a while, I'd eventually get up and do something, whether that was music or homework or something else important. So I think the time that I spent being bored was a lot less than the time I would have spent watching YouTube instead. But how do you prevent yourself from going to YouTube when you're bored? The biggest thing that helped me this week was deleting the YouTube app from my phone. If you don't have ice cream in your freezer, you're not going to eat ice cream, it's not around. That instant access pulls your mind in. You may even want to put a screen limit on YouTube or block the site entirely, just to make sure that you're not getting that instant access on your phone. I also recommend having a physical to-do list that's easy to see in a location you pass by often. Though be careful to keep it simple, maybe only add a handful of items so it's easier to focus on. The constant reminder will keep your mind off of YouTube and on the tasks that you actually want to do. But YouTube is also an incredibly entertaining and often incredibly useful site. So this is how I'm going to be watching YouTube going forward. First, I recommend choosing only one day each week to watch YouTube. For me, this is Saturdays, but for you, it could be really any day of the week, whatever works best. Having that dedicated watching session will minimize time because you're only doing it once a day, and it reduces boredom watching because you have a dedicated time. You only have so much time to watch what you want to, so instead of scrolling through random videos, you're going to be watching what you want to. And in a very closely intertwined point, only watch the people you're subscribed to. Once again, this is going to keep your sessions even more focused. You won't get lost in the sea of content when you stick to your subscription feed instead of your homepage feed, and you'll watch content that you genuinely want to watch. So please leave your results in the comments if you try this challenge, and let me know what you do to avoid mindless watching, because I'd be really curious. And while you're at it, check out this video that was made possible by spending my time productively, not on social media or YouTube or whatever, and maybe subscribe while you're at it. Well, that's it. You guys are amazing, and I'll see you later.